30 books in 30 days. Day 6. Today I'll be reading The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. The 6 habits that will transform your life before 8 a.m. With this book I'm getting back to non-fiction books, which are my favorite kind. And without further ado, let's get reading. Boom! Book done. I've finished reading it in 2 hours and 33 minutes. It's a 167 pages book, so it puts me at around 65 pages per minute. The book is about a technique that the author created to get out of a difficult period in his life. The technique he calls lifesavers. Savers is an acronym. S is for silence, A is for affirmation, V is for visualization, E is for exercise, R is for reading, and S is for scribing. One day the author decided to list every important thing in his life. What he wrote down is physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual parts. As a result, he decided to every day take one action in each of these fields. He experimented taking those actions at different times in the day, in the evening, at noon, or in the morning. What he figured out, when doing it in the morning, not only he had more time, but also he was able to be more focused on what he was doing in the morning, and it gave him a start in the day for which the day would already be productive. After experimenting more with those actions, he ended up with his 6 lifesavers. And he started taking 10 minutes every morning for each of his savers. The first saver is silence. It can be meditation, it can be prayer. It's a time for yourself to calm down and to organize your thoughts. The second, affirmation, is about setting your goals and saying them out loud to make them deeper in your conscious mind. V is for visualization. Visualization is a way to focus on what you want. Typically, this would take the form of a vision board on which you're going to put images of things you want to achieve. This is the board you're going to go to when you need to remember why you're working, and this is going to give you back the inspiration you had when you started. E is for exercise. Exercise is a kind of workout. It can be running, it can be yoga, it can be push-ups or jumping jacks, whatever is feasible for you, whatever you find comfortable doing. R is for reading. Reading is a great way to cultivate yourself and to learn from others. When you start reading, start with the end in mind. Know for how long you're going to read. And afterwards, take some notes so that you can come back to it and you can review it. The last saver is S for scribing or writing. When writing, choose your format. It can be on paper or it can be digital. Decide on what you're going to write. It can be about your life, your experience. It can be putting out your thoughts. It can be thinking about the future, whatever you want. The idea is to write a little bit every day. Once you have your lifesavers, you should experiment with them and adjust to your need and to your capacities. Lifesavers is about customizing, adjusting, and personalizing. Just remember that it takes some time to adjust to a new routine. It takes at least 30 days to build in a new routine. And the first week, the first 10 days are going to be the hardest, and it's always the hardest for everyone. Be reassured. The solution is to keep going into your new habit formation. That's about it for the Miracle Morning. This book has been very inspiring for me, and since I've read it a couple days ago. I'm a little bit late on the video, but I already started implementing what I've learned from this book, and it has already started impacted my life in a positive way. So I really recommend reading it, and if you're interested into the future books I'm going to read, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming books I'm going to share with you.